DrAxe.com. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the many benefits of holy basil, also known as tulsi, and how to get it in your diet every single day. And also talk about when to use it, how much, in the exact dosage, all as part of this video. And hey, number one, if you're struggling with anxiety, holy basil is one of the number one herbs you want to be doing on a regular basis. Now, at the end, I'll talk about the different forms you can use it in, from tea to capsule. Herbs like chamomile and lavender also are greatly beneficial, but I'd recommend those three for anxiety: holy basil, along with lavender and chamomile. Number two here is adrenal fatigue. We know your adrenal glands can use adaptogenic herbs. Now, the family of adaptogens doesn't just include holy basil. It also includes herbs like schisandra, rhodiola rosea, ashwagandha, ginseng, licorice root extract, and even medicinal mushrooms like reishi and cordyceps all fall within those categories. Now, all of those benefit, but especially holy basil can actually benefit and nourish your adrenal glands, supporting adrenal fatigue by balancing out those cortisol levels. So again, if you have adrenal fatigue, number one, take holy basil. Also, make sure you're consuming a diet that isn't too high in sugar, as that can absolutely contribute to adrenal fatigue. Number three, this is a big one, hypothyroidism. The number of people struggling with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's thyroiditis, the autoimmune form of thyroid dysfunction with low thyroid markers, this condition can greatly benefit from using holy basil on a regular basis. And I recommend for thyroid issues doing a 1-2 punch of herbs of holy basil and ashwagandha. Now, here's the amazing thing in clinical studies. They found when using ashwagandha, which the same would work in holy basil in terms of how the body responds, is that whether your levels are high or low, what these adaptogenic herbs do is they help bring your body back to neutral and back into balance. So getting these herbs every single day, holy basil and ashwagandha, those are the two herbs you want to be taking if you've got thyroid issues. And also, if you have thyroid issues, consider taking a B-complex vitamin and selenium, and then also getting plenty of greens in your diet, like a green superfood powder with some algae like spirulina and chlorella. You get all of those in your diet, you're going to go a long way to helping your thyroid and eliminating processed sugar and gluten. If you want to learn more about hypothyroidism, called eugenol. Now, this was commonly used, eugenol was commonly used for killing off gingivitis and different types of gum disease. But eugenol, as well as some of the other compounds in holy basil, I'll say that the unique thing about holy basil is if we would talk about it in its essential oil form, it's kind of like a blend of lavender and clove. I mean, it has all of these calming, anti-anxiety properties and antibacterial properties of lavender, but also has the antibacterial and antioxidant properties of clove, which is really what makes it such a unique and rare herb. But again, it's great for fighting acne. If you want to get rid of acne, mix a little bit of holy basil essential oil or the herb with some honey, raw honey. Put it on your face, wash it off after 2 minutes. It's great for fighting acne. Number five, blood sugar regulation. In fact, there are clinical studies showing that by about 17%, if you supplement with holy basil, it can balance out or reduce insulin levels by 17%. So pretty incredible when you look at the benefits on blood sugar level when you get holy basil in your diet on a daily basis. Now, also listen, if you've got diabetes or blood sugar issues, you typically want to reduce the amount of processed carbohydrates you're eating and focus more on getting protein, fiber, and healthy fat and antioxidants during your meals. Remember that. Protein, fiber, healthy fat, antioxidants, getting those things with your meals, and just small amounts of carbohydrates with the meals. That's an ideal diet for getting rid of diabetes. And for diabetes as well, again, take these two supplements, holy basil and chromium picolinate. Both of those help balance those blood sugar levels. Cinnamon is actually pretty good too. Number six here, it's a natural stress buster. Here's the truth. Almost everybody today, whether you're sitting in traffic or looking at a computer screen or just busy and on the go, we have more stress today than we've ever had in human history due to all of the things that are increasing what's called our sympathetic nerve system. Now, if you really want to heal your body and heal your adrenals and your thyroid and reduce overall stress levels, holy basil is so beneficial because of how it lowers stress levels. The greatest herb. It's been used more than 3,000 years. It's been proven in history. It's been proven in medical studies. And again, let's talk about now specifically the dosage and how to use it to benefit your health. Here, when we're talking about how to use specifically, here are 3 different ways you can get it in your body on a daily basis. Number 1, doing it in a tea form. It's called Tulsi tea. Remember, Tulsi is the same as holy basil. Drinking 2 cups a day, 1 the first thing in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. It's a great way to get it in your body, so drinking it in tea form. Number 2, taking it as a supplemental dose, typically about 400 to 500 milligrams, once to twice daily in a supplement form. And you can also use it in an essential oil form, typically about 3 drops 3 times a day. You want to rub it on your neck area right here, just sort of on your neck is the best place to put it. Or you could put it in a diffuser and just do about 10 deep breaths in through your nostrils. So again, the essential oil form, the capsule form, or the tea form, the most common and beneficial ways to get holy basil in your diet every single day. And remember,
Master Herbalist, I'd like to talk to you about holy basil, great herbs of all time, great disorder healing herbs of all time. And so many people have stress nowadays, and I think that if you use this every day, made a cup of tea with this every day, if you have any kind of asthma, bronchitis, you know, all kinds of things that can cause you to have breathing problems, and breathe some of this in, make a tea and breathe it in, and also start taking it as a tea too. It'll help in great ways.
Benefits. Number 1, it fights cancer. Research shows that people who have consumed tulsi on a regular basis have shown less susceptibility to develop cancer cells. Number 2, it improves your immunity. The phytochemicals in tulsi has found to increase the antioxidant capacity in your body and make your immune system stronger. Number 3, it balances stress hormones. Elevated cortisol levels in your body has got a negative impact in your bone health, in your brain health, even in your digestive system. So tulsi has found to negate the effects of cortisol in your body. Number 4, it helps in breathing and lung related disorders. Tulsi contains compounds called camphene and eugenol, which is found to clear or aid in the better functioning of your respiratory tract. And 5, it's a good source of vitamin K. As we all are aware of, vitamin K is very important for bone health, brain health, and your heart health. Hope you found this information.
One example of this is that basil's antioxidant substances protect the body against free radicals. Furthermore, they prevent premature aging and help battle cancer. One of these antioxidant substances is called beta-carotene, and when it enters the body, it converts into vitamin A, preventing cholesterol oxidation and protecting the heart and blood vessels. Do you think that's all? Basil has many more therapeutic qualities. 1. It's a natural antibiotic. According to scientific research, basil stimulates the immune system. It has powerful antiseptic and antibacterial properties, which help treat several infections. 2. It protects the heart and blood vessels. This plant is rich in vitamin B6 and magnesium. Magnesium prevents heart attacks and strengthens the cardiovascular system. Vitamin B6 helps our body to avoid the accumulation of harmful substances, such as homocysteine. Furthermore, basil normalizes cholesterol, reduces the risk of arrhythmia, and helps our muscles to relax. 3. It improves digestion. Basil is a natural digestive that fights against the loss of appetite as well as harmful intestinal parasites. 4. It fights against rheumatic pains. Basil tea has proved to be an efficient way of lessening chronic pain associated with rheumatism. How to use basil. Basil is an extremely important condiment in international cuisine. However, this plant should only be added after the recipe has been fully prepared, so as to preserve its flavor and medicinal properties. Basil tea is very healthy and delicious. Pour 200 milliliters of hot water over some basil leaves. Cover the pot and let it steep for 8 minutes. Then all you have to do is strain the tea and drink it. One good idea is to blend basil leaves and lemon juice with a blender. The result is a very refreshing and therapeutic drink. And yet another way to use basil is in a basil and mustard vinaigrette. Ingredients: 2 cups of orange juice, 1/3 of a cup of white wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sour tapioca flour, 2 teaspoons of mustard, 2 teaspoons of dry basil or 1 tablespoon of fresh basil, 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. Instructions: mix the orange juice and sour tapioca flour in a small pot. Bring it to a boil while stirring constantly. Let the mixture boil for 1 minute. Pour it into a bowl, let it cool slightly, and then put it in the refrigerator so it will cool faster. When the mixture is good and cold, add the vinegar, mustard, basil, and olive oil. Mix well. Serve immediately. If you aren't planning on eating it immediately, you can keep it in a covered container in the refrigerator for up to 24 hours before serving. And here is one more tip. Try substituting soda and store-bought juice for this delicious drink. Ingredients: 1 sliced lemon, 1 piece of ginger, 1 handful of fresh basil, 1 liter of cold filtered water, as much ice as desired. Put the lemon, ginger, slightly crushed basil leaves, and a few cubes of ice in a jug. Next, add the water and let it sit for 2 hours. That's enough time for the water to absorb the flavor, aroma, and medicinal properties of the ingredients.
Also is filled with many potent antioxidants. It can help improve your digestive system. It can help improve your immune system. It can really boost a variety of other important functions in your body. So it's clearly moving your body towards health.
Drink ആണ്. ഇതിനു വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ 1.5 ടേബിൾസ്പൂൺ ബേസിൽ സീഡ് ആണ് എടുത്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. നമുക്ക് ഇതിലോട്ട് 1/4 കപ്പ് വെള്ളം ഒഴിച്ച് ഇതിനെ കുതിർത്തിയെടുക്കണം. 15 മുതൽ 30 മിനിറ്റ് വരെ ഇതിനെ കുതിർത്തിയെടുക്കാം. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ ബേസിൽ സീഡ് വെള്ളമെല്ലാം നനഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കണം.